Okay. So yesterday we installed one thing like that is the JDK. About the JDK, we created one program that is the hello world program, and after that we executed that program also. And whatever we want to print on the output, we are getting that also, right? So how we can do that? How we are doing? Simply we are creating one file on the notepad. Then inside a notepad we are writing our code. First we are creating class. After that inside the class we are creating a main method, and inside the main method we are writing system.out.println, and inside print or println, both are same only. Okay. After that inside the double quote whatever we write, after the when we run the code, that will print on the console. That output we will get. Yesterday we saw that. So what is JDK? So JDK is Java Development Kit. Yesterday we downloaded no JDK. So JDK is what? That is JDK is the Java Development Kit, and it is a cross-platform software development environment. Okay, it is a cross-platform software development environment. So what it will do? So yesterday I told you what is meant by platform independent. It will not depend on the single platform. So that is the meaning of only of our class platform. Means what we need to do, if you use the JDK, we have to write once and we can run it anywhere. So that type of environment is provided with the help of JDK. That is JDK means Java Development Kit. Okay, JDK means Java Development Kit. It will provide collection of tools, libraries that necessary for developing Java-based software application and the application. Application is the another thing. We are doing only the applications only. Okay, so what it will do? It will provide some tools. It will provide some libraries that is necessary to do any Java program. If you want to create any Java program, or if you want to create any Java web application, so what it will do? It will provide the some tools. It will provide some libraries to create them. So inside the JDK, we have a GRE. Okay? Inside the JDK, this is the structure of our JDK. Inside the JDK, we have a GRE plus some development tools. And inside the GRE, we have a JVM here. And what is the long form of our JVM? It is Java Virtual Machine. And for now, you remember, you know that things inside the JVM, we have two things: compiler and the interpreter. What is the use of compiler? Source code to bytecode. And what is the use of interpreter? Bytecode to machine language, right? So see, where JVM is present? Inside the JRE. And where JRE is present? Inside the JDK. Means if you install the JDK, there will be JRE also present. There we have a JVM also. So why we have a JRE? Why we have a JDK? So when we will use the JRE? When we will use the JDK? That is the question, right? See, if you want to create a small program, like if you want to create a hello world program, or if you want to create any EPL program, or if you want to create any collection program, so that time you can use simple GRE. But now, if you want a big application, that is, if you want to create a software applications with the help of Java, that time along with GRE, you want a JDK. Okay, understand? If you want a JRE, if you are doing a small program with the help of JRE, you can do it. Okay, so small program is any looping program or any EPLs program or any program that is with that we are learning inside the core Java. If you want to do that, that we can do with the help of JRE. But if you are trying to build a software application, that time along with JDK, you want a JRE. Okay, along with JRE or along with JDK, you want a JRE. Inside the JDK only we have a JRE. Na? So if you want to create a software application with the help of JRE only, so it is not possible. Okay, if you are using JRE, so with the help of JRE, we can only write a small program like a EPL program or the looping program, anything. Okay, but if you want to develop a software application, so with the help of JRE, we want a JDK. And where JRE is present? Inside the JDK. Inside the JDK, we have a JRE plus some development tools, and inside the JRE, we have a JVM plus some libraries. So what JDK will contain? Java runtime environment, that is the JRE. Then an interpreter. I told you like what is interpreter and all. Interpreter or loader, we can say that. Then a compiler, that is the Java C. Yesterday we wrote this command, right? To compile the code, we are simply writing Java C. So if you write Java C and our project name, so what it will do? It will convert our source code into the bytecode. Suppose we have created one file like first.java. If you compile that code, that is Java C first.java. So what it will do? It will give one file. Right? There is the first.class. That thing is named as the bytecode. Yesterday I told you how. Yesterday I showed you also. Simple. If you want to create a program, we can create with the help of Java and the Java C. Means we can compile the code first with the help of Java C. It is not. Okay. With the help of Java C, we can compile the code, and after that with the help of Java we can run the program. So yesterday we created this program. First we created one, that is this document file. Inside the document file only we wrote all our code things, and after that we run this program. How? So we compile the program first, because we have to compile the program, right? How we'll compile? Java C, then space first dot Java. Okay. After that, if in my program suppose I have one error, so can it will be compiled? No, right? It will be not compiled. If we don't have any error in our program, that time only it will be compiled. Otherwise, it will be not compiled. And after compilation, it will give you one file, that is the first dot class. What is this one? This is our bytecode. Okay, it will convert our source code into the bytecode. Now, if you want to run this one, how we run that? Java space and class name we have to write, right? Java space class name, if you write, you will get the output whatever you are writing inside the system.out.println, right? So yesterday we saw this thing. What is JDK now? That is the JDK stand for the Java development tool, and Java development kit, we can say that. And what are the things which are present inside the Java development kit? JRE and the JVM. JRE and JVM. Okay. After that, what is the JDK? JDK is a cross-platform software development environment. It will provide that environment. How? So we can write once and we can run anywhere. That environment is provided with the help of JDK. JDK stands for the Java Development Kit. And inside the JDK, we have multiple things like JRE plus some development tools. And inside the JRE, we have a JVM plus library tool. And inside the JVM also, we have multiple things that I will tell you later. Okay. For now, you have to remember that inside the JVM, we have a compiler and the interpreter. Okay. So that is all about our JDK. JDK is JRE plus some development tools. Okay. So anyone have any issues inside the JDK? Inside the JDK, anyone have any issues? Yes. Okay. What is the long form of the JDK? Java Development Kit. JVM and JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Easy only. Okay. Now we will see the Hello World program. Yesterday we created the Hello World program with the help of, that is the Notepad. Now today we will use the IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Okay. It will provide some environment in which we can write our program very seamlessly. Like will be very in simple way we can write the program here. It will provide all the libraries. We don't have to compile the code. We don't have to compile the code again and again. Means it will be compiled only, and when we click on this button only, it will be run the program. We don't need to write anything to run and compile. It will only compile, and if you click on the button simply, so it will be run. Okay. On the button only we are getting all the things. We don't need to give a command. So that is the environment is provided by our IDE. Any IDE you can use. If you search here, that is the IDE. IDE, uh, IDE example. You can search here. Many IDE we have: Visual Studio, Eclipse, IntelliJ you can use, NetBeans, PyCharm. These are all are the IDE only. Whatever IDE is suitable for you, you can use them. I am using the Eclipse because Eclipse is suitable for me. That's why I am using the Eclipse. If you want to use the NetBeans, or if you want to use IntelliJ, or if you want to use Visual Studio Code, you can use that one. Okay, but I'm using Eclipse. So how to download that? Simple. You can come here into Google, and here you can write Eclipse. We are going into the EM batch now. So EM support 2021-06. From now only you can download 2021-06, right? After that you don't need to write again and don't install again and again. If you download now only, it will be installed for later on, right? So simple, you can download 2021 then 06 Eclipse 2006 and download. You can write it simple. You click on this. Here first link is there, right? Just click on this. Here don't need to download this one because this is a 2403. Okay, 2403 and M2. So what you will do is simply you can come here, and this thing you don't need to download. You have to download this thing. That is the Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java and Web Development. When we will learn the servlet and also Java EE will also print. Don't need to download again and again. Okay. Simple, you can go here according to your system. You can download it from here. Or is Windows, so I'm downloading from here. You will download one zip file. If you extract that one, this thing will become. Okay, all the things will become into your laptop. You can start it from there only. Okay, it will download the one zip file. You can extract that and and you can install. You can no need to install it directly. It will be open in your computer. Okay, so this time you have to download the Eclipse. When you will download the Eclipse, this like structure will become. No projects will be not there. All the things will be not there. I will show you. Okay, this all the things will be not there. Okay, this type all the projects will be there. Whatever projects will be created, project or the packages, all the things will be created here. All the things are here only. Here we have a console. Now suppose I don't have any console, so how we will get that? Here all thing this empty space is there now. Here our program will become. Whatever if you want to write, you can write it here. Our program will become here. Okay, after that in the left hand side, multiple things will be there. I will reset this one. But we know need only this thing only. That is the project explorer, that is the package explorer we need. Another one is the console, and another one is this tab. For now we know we need only these three things. Here our project program will come. Here our all projects will be there. Here our console will become. See here now my console is not there. How to find if any window here is not there? So how to find that? Simple command the window, then show view, and here is the console. If you don't have the problems tab, package explorer tab, or the declaration tab, you can simply click it from here. It will be visible. Now console will be appear here. Inside the console, what it will print? Whatever output we want to print, that output will be print on the console. Okay. Whatever output if you want to print, that will be print on the console. Now, if you want to create a class, so how we will create a class here? Directly can we create? No. Directly we cannot create a class here. Here also we have created the class, right? So there is the program we have created. So directly we didn't create it. First we created a that is the folder, and inside the folder we have created our class. So here also we will do the same thing. Simple. First thing we have to create here is the project. So which language we are using? Here is the Java language we are using. So Java language, Java project you have to create. So click on file, then click on new, and here is the Java project. You can select project as well, or you can select the Java project directly. So click on this Java project. This thing will become. Here you have to write a project name. So remember this thing. If you are writing the project name, first letter must be a capital. Okay. If you are writing small thing here, that is also okay. But that is not a good program set. That is not a naming convention is not suggesting that. What is the naming convention in law? I will tell you later. Okay. So if you are writing the project name, first letter must be a capital. Okay. So suppose I am writing here as the Feb. Okay, that is February project I am creating here. What is my project name? That is February. Feb is my project name. Anything you can give it here. Like if you want to give any name, your name also you want to give, any name you can give. Just remember one thing. First letter must be a capital. Okay. Space will not allow here. Okay. I think space is allowed here. Okay. Space will be not allowed here. Okay. Here project name what you have to write, that is the first letter is capital. Anything after that you can write it here. After that here all the things are let it be like that only. After that next, and just click on the finish. Okay. If you want to create this thing, or if you don't want to create this thing, you can on evaluation only. So I am not creating that thing. Okay. Now which is our project? That is the third one. This like will become, if you click on that one, finish, like this project will become like that. Inside the project we have some libraries, JRE system libraries. Just now we saw that inside the JDK what we have, JDK what we have JRE plus development tools. So inside the JRE we have some library classes that help to write our program seamlessly. Means whatever things need for our program, that all the things will be come into our library. Okay. Inside the library, you know that like many books will be present. So here also all the Java things will be present. See, these are all are the Java things which will help your program to run the code. Okay. So after that, here we have a source also. That is the SRC means source. Inside that, we can able to create our class directly now. But don't create a uh, don't create a class directly, because if you are creating a, suppose today I told you about the hello world program, so you will create hello world. Tomorrow, if you tell the addition programs, you will be create additional. After that, polymorphism, all the program, if you are not creating it directly, you are creating here. So all the program will be look here only, right? You can't miss. If I ask you one day, like where is the polymorphism program? So it is difficult, right? Means our file is not arranged in that proper way. So for that, what we will do? Simple, we will create here package. So how to create that? Right click on the source and here new and again here package. So package name here what we will use. So package name first letter must be a small. Okay. So I'm writing here basic program. Okay. First letter must be a small. For project first letter must be a capital. For the package first letter must be a small. After that click on finish. So package is just like a folder. Inside the folder also we will add multiple things, right? Multiple files will add inside the folder as well. Suppose if you have multiple action movies and if you have adventurous movies, so what you will do? Action movies you will add into the action folder, right? Adventures movie you will add into the adventure folder. The same like that. If you are creating basic program, so you will create all the classes into the basic program. If you are creating another sorry now you are creating a polymorphism program, so what you will do? Simply you will create a new and here package and here you will write polymorphism, right? Polymorphism programs you will write. Okay, and all the polymorphism programs you will write it here. After if I tell you any variable programs, what you will do? Again you will create a package. Inside the package you will create a polymorphism programs. Sorry, variable programs you can write into the variable package. It's like a it's same like a file only. What is the package? So package is a collection of a class. Okay, package is a collection of class. So inside the package we can write the class, right? Right click new and here we will simply create a class, and class first letter must be a capital. Okay, I will write here test and simply click on finish. Your class will be created and here it will be look like that. Okay. Yesterday also we have created the program, so our class will be also look like this one. There is the access modifier, class keyword, and what is this one? Class name, right? And curly braces open and close means from here our class is opening and here our class will be close, right? That is the syntax of for our class. So here we have created a class. Suppose I will not create only one class here, right? If I want another class, I will right click on that and I will create another class. If I want another class, then if I create another class as well. So I can create multiple classes here, right? So what is the definition for the package here? Package is a collection of the classes, we can say that, right? Here inside the package we can create multiple classes, so we can say that package is a collection of the classes, right? Package is a collection of the classes, we can say that. So here we have created a class. Now if I want to write anything, first thing JVM is knows that if I run this program, JVM only knows the one thing, that is the main method. Okay, so I'm writing here main method. So what is the syntax for the main method? Public static then void then main. Here we have to write string arguments, right? Sorry, array and argument. After that curly brace open and curly brace close. So if you hit enter also it will become. If you are opening the curly brace, if you are if you are entering, so it will be close the braces automatically. Right? That is the advantage of our IDE. Okay. Now here we are writing this thing, that is the first we have created the class. After that we have created one method, that is the which method, that is the main method. Now suppose here I am writing anything like what I am writing here. Inside the method I am writing 2. If I run the program, so 1 will be executed or 2 will be executed. Which will be executed first, 1 or 2? 2 or 1? 1 or 2? 1 will be executed first or 2 will be executed first? 2 or 1? If I run this program, so 1 will be executed or 2 will be executed. Suppose I have wrote some code. Both are comments. No, I am asking simply, if I write anything here and if I write anything here, so which will be executed first, 1 or 2? 1? Second, right? Why second one will be executed first? Because if I execute this program, JVM only knows the main method. Okay, JVM only knows the main method. Whenever we run this program from here, no, it will directly come into the main method, and whatever we write inside the main method, it will execute that thing. Okay, what it will JVM always start the execution from the main method. Remember this thing. Many people are confused between this thing only, and after that, if you write the big programs, so they will be confused. Right? So always remember this thing. JVM always start the execution from where? That is from the main. Now, if I want to print anything on the console, that is the output. If I want to print, so what we will write? System then out dot print. Print we can write or print ln we can write anything. I'll tell you what is print and what is print. See, if I want to print anything, simple you can write here hello world. Insert a double quote, whatever you want, you can write. Okay. So now we wrote the program. Here we have created the class. Here we have created the main method as well. And here as well. Here I have created. I want to print hello world on the console. That's why I wrote here system.out.print. See here. If I made mistake here, see, so it is giving the error at this time only. We don't need to compile. There, what we need to do, we have to compile the code, and after that we know that we have an error. But here, while writing only, we are getting the error. Whatever mistake we did, we are getting here only. So here S is small, that's why I am getting the error. So I will make it. That is the capital. Now we wrote the code. All the code we wrote. Now how to run the code? Simple. You can right click on that, run as, and here Java application. If you run from here, that is also okay. And whatever things we are writing here, that will be print on the console. In the console, we are getting only the output. Okay, whatever output you are printing from here, that will be get on the console. Now, if you want to run from another thing in another way, if you want to run, here is the button. If you click on this button also as well, it will be run again. Okay. Now we have two methods to print. System.out.print. So yesterday we saw this method. Now suppose I copy this thing and if I print it here. So how it will be print? Hello world, hello world, and hello world. So first this will be print, and downside can it will be print or B side only it will be print? B side or downside? B side only it is printing, right? I want this thing. I will write here hello world 1 and hello world 2. Then we will not confuse, right? Hello world 1 and hello world 2. If I run this one, so this side only it is printing. See, hello world 1 and hello world 2. Now I want this hello world 2 downside. How will you write that? Print ln. So I write here print ln. So can it will print downside? Can it will print downside? I'm writing here no. Hello world 2. I want to print downside. So I wrote here ln. That is the next ln means the next line, nothing but the next line. Okay. So ln if I write it here, so can it will print on the downside now? No, no, no or yes. It is not printing downside because here we are giving. After that only, if I write anything now, so hello world will be print downside or not? No. Yes or no? Yes. Why it is printing? Because if, here I wrote only the print, but how it is printing on the next line? Previous one we have tried. See, what is the thing? If I write ln means what it will be do? Simply it will print the statement. Okay, it will print the statement, and after that this telling next line, whatever you are writing after that, you have to print on the next line. It will print this thing, but after that, what is telling? That whatever things will come, you have to print on the next line. So what this thing I want to print on the next line. So what you want to do? Simple here we have to give here. Now if I run this one, so hello world and hello world 2 and hello world 3 will be print on the downside. Okay, and if I remove it from here means now 2 and 3 will be in same line or same line. 2 and 3 in the same line. If I want to downside means here we have to write ln. If I write this ln here means it nothing will happen, right? After that if I write anything, so that thing will be print on the next line. Suppose I want to print this line on the next line, then I have to write before this here is the ln. If I run this one now it is printing like that. Okay, so same like that you have to you also have to print after that. So what is data types? So many times you saw like that this one. I will tell you all the things. Okay, what is the public, what is the class, what is the static, why we are using this one, why we are using void here. Now only I will tell you means it will not understand it. Okay, so that's why first we will know how, what is method, what is static method will know that. After that you will be easily understand why we are why inside the main method we are writing static, why we are writing here void, why we are writing here the public. After that you only you will be understand. If I tell you now only means you don't know the method, right? What is meant by method you don't know. So how you will be understand this thing, and what is the use of static variable you also don't know this thing. So after the static variable and after the static keyword and after the methods I will tell you this all the things. Okay, after that only it is where means it will be understandable. Now it is not understandable. Okay, this thing we have to learn now. What is that data types? Suppose if I am writing like that, int a equals to 10. So what are the things I am writing here? So int means nothing but this is our data type. Okay, int is nothing but our, here is the data type. What is a? A is our variable, equals to means it is our operator, and 10 we can say that this is a value. Okay, so what is the data types? Okay, data types we wrote them, but what is the data type? So data types are the different size and the values that can be stored into the variable. Okay, it will be different sizes and the values that can be stored into the variable. Suppose here I am writing multiple types of data. Suppose I am writing here 10. Suppose I am writing here name. Suppose I am writing here one character, or suppose I am writing here fractional values. Can computer will automatically understand these things? No, right? Computer will not understand these things automatically. So we have to tell to computer this is an integer, this is a string, this is a character, and this is a float. We have to tell to the computer. So for that only we are using the data types. Okay, for that only we are using the data types. And data types have the two types: primitive data types and the non-primitive data types. So what is the difference between the primitive and the non-primitive? You will be only understand now. See, so primitive data types have the two again type, that is the boolean type, and the another one is the, that is the numeric type. Okay, boolean and the numeric. See, boolean and the numeric. After that, numeric also have the two types, that is the character value and the integral value. Boolean example of the boolean type is the boolean. This is the data type. Okay, the boolean is the data type. Numeric have the two types: character value and the integral value. Character value is, there is the character example of the character value is the char, and integral value is divided into the two part: integer and the floating point. So example of integer is byte, short, int, long. Okay, and floating point example is float and double. And what is the non-primitive example? That is the array, string, collection, multiple things we have inside a non-primitive data. Okay, and this see primitive data types here. All the primitive data types have the fixed size. See, boolean size is, what is the default size? It precisely not defined, but it is a 1 bit. Okay, one thing you have to remember is, one thing you have to remember. Okay, one thing you have to remember is here, that is the 1 byte equals to 8 bits. Okay, 1 byte equals to 8 bits. Okay, 8 bits. 1 byte equals to 8 bits. And what is the size of our boolean value? What is the size of boolean value? That is default size 1 bit, not the 1 byte. Okay, 1 bit only. Okay, what is the size, default size of our boolean? The 1 bit. Okay, true and false only it will be. How means, what is the value you can write inside the boolean? It is only true and false. If you are declaring the boolean, and if you are writing the string value there, if you are writing character value there, so it will not allow. Okay, so boolean means what? That is the true and the false. After that, character. What is the size of the character? Is it 2 bytes? Okay, and character always we will write inside the single quote. Okay, for character always we will write inside the single quote. Suppose I want to write this C. So how we will write that? Directly we cannot write. Inside the inside the single quote we have to write. After that, string always we have to write into the double quote. So this is a thing. We can say that is a string. Okay, and string is a non-primitive data type. We know that, right? Here, character we are writing, character we have to insert the character. It will allow only the single word, single character only. If you want to write a single character, that we can write into the character. That is the character. Inside the string, if you want to write any name or any school name or anything, if you have, if you want to write, that thing we will write into the string. Okay, that thing we will write into the string. But inside the character, we will write only the single character. That is single word only we will write inside the character. Okay, but how we need to write inside the single quotes? Okay, after that we have a here, that is the shorts. Byte is the, what is the default side of the byte? That is the byte only, that is the 1 byte. Okay, after that, short is the 2 byte, then int is the 4 bytes, then we have a long here. Long is the again 8 byte, and float is the 4 byte, and double is the again 8 byte. This is the default size of our data types. There is the char having the 2 bytes, boolean 1 byte or bit, 1 bit only. Okay, byte 1 byte, then short 2 byte, again long 8 bytes, then float and again double we have to add 8. Okay, so according to the size it will add the value. Suppose what is the size of our boolean? That is the 1 bit. So here we can add only true and false. Okay, if you are writing here the any integer value now, we cannot able to write that because integer take the 4 byte. Okay, inside the integer we have to, it will take only the for the 4 byte. But after 4 bytes what we will do? So you have to use the long. After if long byte is also used, 4 byte we use completely. So for that then why what we will use? So for that we will use here there is a double. Okay, long, no, long we will use here, and here if you use the float if you use after that float size is completed, then what we use? That is the double we will use. Okay, these are all are the data types only. If you create a program, if you do the program, that time it will be easily understandable. Okay, all the things we are seeing here, no, that time it will be easily understandable. But one thing is, let's see, here boolean is there, character, byte, short, int, long, float and double. Any string is there? What is the size of the string? Size, what is the size of the string? You don't know, right? The size of string is not, that is the size of string is not decidable. Means it is not we can declare the size according to our wish. Suppose if you want to write anything inside the string, we can write it. If I write anything here, suppose if I write anything like that only, so we can able to write it. Because size of the size of the non-primitive data type is not fixed, but size of the primitive data type is fixed. Anyone will ask you what is the difference between the primitive data types and the non-primitive data types. One more one important differentiate is there. The size of the primitive data type is fixed. The size of non-primitive data types is not fixed. Okay, and these are all the data types. That is the boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, and double. You have to know, remember this memory size. What is the memory size of that? All the thing. What is the memory size of this boolean? What is the memory size of this char? 2 bytes or 2 bits? 2 bytes. 2 bytes. Okay. Then byte, 1 byte. Short, 2 byte. Integer, 4 bytes. And then long, 8 bytes. Float, 4 bytes. And then double, 8 bytes. Then array, not defined. Okay, size of the non-trivial data type is not fixed. So this is the all about the data types. And today we saw the hello world program. This is a hello world program, how to write hello world program on the Eclipse. We saw that, right? So today's assignment, what you need to do is simple. You have to create a system.out.println. First name you have to print, last name you have to print, like that. Okay, but downside only you have to print. You have to use with the print and the print element. Simple things you have to do that. Okay, and from likely tomorrow we will see the what is meant by variable. After the data types also we will be clear what is meant by data type. Okay, so that's it for today. Anyone have any doubt till now? Anyone have any doubt? No doubt. Okay, then you have to remember this all the things. Okay.